Hi everybody, my name is Vexen. I'm CEO and the founder of Revuto. To be honest, I don't know why I'm today alone here, but it seems like I love to torture myself. So maybe next time somebody from the team is going to join me, most likely. But today I'm here because we have some really great news to announce. Today we're going to unlock virtual debit cards with Visa for all the users from the European Economic Area, something that we've been promising for a long time, and something that is going to unlock our core feature of the app, which is actually the active subscription management, built to help people better manage their subscription payments. There is a huge reason why I'm so excited because, as I said, we've been working on this for so long that I cannot even remember. Unfortunately, we've been delayed, or we've been slowed down by the service provider that we chose to work with. I don't know if you're all familiar with the process that you need to go through to be able to start issuing debit cards. But it's a long-lasting process, a lot of compliance, a lot of everything, and also a lot of things to work with when to integrate with when you work with the external service provider, which has its own platform, its own API documentation, and everything how it works, and to make it work with your use case, with your business case, which in our case is quite complicated. It's not an easy task. We are not just issuing debit cards for, we call it general spending, when you top up the funds and then you use those funds for whatever. No, in this case, we have a specific process, and the reason actually why we are issuing those debit cards, and there is a specific business logic behind it, why we are issuing those cards, how we are issuing them, how people are controlling them later on, how they're going to be topping up those debit cards with what. In our case, we want to allow people to top it up with ADA and Revuto token for the beginning. Later, we're going to open some other product features. It's not so far away, so we're going to be releasing them soon to allow users to use those cards in a different ways, even like borrow money from Revuto to pay for their subscriptions when they don't have their own funds. Those things are going to be all connected to crypto. I'm not going to go into specific now about those things. I'm now going to focus on issuing virtual debit cards. So again, why Revuto decided, so why we as a founders decided to build something as Revuto. I already explained in the previous videos how subscription business model is eating the world. So most likely in 3 to 5 years, all businesses are going to be offering at least one product or service on subscription business model. Investors like that, businesses like that, because unlike selling something at once, when you opt for a subscription, you are paying that on a monthly basis or sometimes on a yearly basis, depending on the billing cycle that you choose for. It is a very lucrative business model for SaaS providers because not only that those payments are recurring, but also they keep you in a loop and they can upsell you some other products or features during that process. Also, people are losing lots of money by paying for something that they are not using, maybe for the next billing cycle, and also by falling in those, we call them free trial traps, because the service providers are usually offering users to try out something. There's a free trial period, and then they count on that people are going to forget to unsubscribe on time and take their money for the next billing cycle, which in many cases can be not only for next 30 days, but even for a year. But here we come to the most important reason why they like that business model. So their sole purpose of selling you the product is to get to your card number. That can be debit card number, that can be credit card number, your personal company card, whatever card. But basically, they just want to get to the card number. Once they get the card number, that card is pre-authorized with the payment with the service provider, with the payment processor, and whenever, according to the rules of subscription, there is money on that account, they're able to actually pull that money from you. So even if you, for some reason, end up having no money on that account, the service is not going to be able to take the money. So most likely after a couple of days, we call that grace period, the service provider is going to suspend the service to you, but it's going to still try to actually get money from the account. What that means? So that usually means when you're going to add the money on your account, either you're going to get your salary, somebody's going to pay you, or you're going to add money to the account, to that card. The service provider is going to see it, it's going to take that money and reactivate service to you unless you delete the account or unsubscribe with them, which is often very, very difficult and people don't think about it. We at Revuto, we're thinking, how we can help people to better manage whatever they're paying and with what they're paying for. And we decided to build a Revuto app. And also Web3 or crypto is a huge part of whole ecosystem of products because we anticipated that crypto is going to be a huge thing, it's going to grow, and we think that Web3 products can be like amazing synergy with all the product features that we are building to help people not only save money but earn money. Again, I'm not gonna use this video to explain everything how you can save and earn money, but I'm gonna actually explain the basic feature of Revuto app, which is an active subscription management, which we built for you, which is quite unique, I would say, although I need to mention that some fintech companies are already issuing virtual debit cards for users, which they can use in a way as a walk around to protect themselves or even to give them privacy when paying for something. Of course, when actually subscribing with the service provider. So I'm gonna tell you that this service today is gonna be available for users from the European Economic Area, meaning all the users from the EU and some other countries. I'm not sure how many countries in total, but we are now compliant to start issuing VISA debit cards to our users, specifically for subscription payments. Later, we're gonna add a VISA debit card for general spendings and ATM withdrawals, which people are gonna be able to add to their Google or Apple Pay. We are already compliant and technically ready to do so, but there is a reason why we decided not to do so now. And the reason is more on the financial side, because in maybe future videos, I'm going to also explain what is the flow of funds behind the setup, behind the curtains. Just to be short about it, users usually don't understand that those companies that are providing such a service are basically crediting users until the settlement happens. So in short, when you decide to top up the debit card, which fintech company is issuing you with some other card or even with crypto, that top up on the front end, it goes instantly, and funds, which are funding those cards needs to instantly be there, which is actually not happening instantly in the backend. And that's why those companies are crediting users. So those funds need to be pre-funded on, we call those ledgers, which are in fiat. And either if you are making top up with other debit or credit card, so acquiring company is actually sending money, most likely making a settlement in 24 hours or in batches during the day, depending on the volume that you make. And also if you're off-ramping crypto to fiat, it's also a process which takes time. in this case within the SEPA area, because we are in Europe. But again, later about that product. Today I'm going to focus on debit cards issued for the subscription payments, which is very important, for a very important milestone for Revuto, because finally people are going to be able to get virtual debit cards for their specific merchants and control payments with the Revuto app. So I'm going to now try to explain you by sharing my Revuto app, how it works, how everything works. This is very important to show people how we imagined the product. We are going to be asking you for a feedback. Maybe we can improve things. We are already improving it. We already know what we have to improve, and the first app update is going to go out next week, which is going to bring some improvements on the user interface. We're going to be adding some. Well, we already added some things, but with time we're going to be adding more things and improving everything according to the user feedback. So please, if you're interested in this app, download it. It's completely free. You're going to be able, in a basic model, get up to 3 debit cards for your subscriptions or free trials. And then if you're going to be needed more cards, or if you want to actually opt for better features and more functionalities within the Revuto, then you're going to be able to opt up for a Revuto Pro, which is 7.99 euros a month, and we have a special offer for a yearly subscription, which is 79.99 euros. So that's basically, I think, like 2 months discount for 2 months. Yes. So let me share the app. Oof, there is a still screen there. We can do that. Okay. So as I said, upgrade is here. You can upgrade your Revuto plan. Basic is what you get free. So subscription, payment notifications, which means whenever you add subscription to Revuto to the list, you're going to get notifications about the due dates for those subscriptions. 3 virtual debit cards with Visa. So basically, if you add like 3 subscriptions or more, you're going to be able to choose 3 from those to get dedicated virtual debit cards to pay for that subscription. Buy Revu with cards, it's already included, meaning that you can buy Revu tokens directly with the debit cards. Staking center is already included crypto and Cardano wallet. So crypto wallet is going to go out in 2 to 3 weeks. I'm going to later explain what that means and why that is so important for us. Revuto Pro is something that it's a much better product. It's something that we also charge for, as I explained. But in that plan, you're going to get like a 10 virtual debit cards, which is 10 on top of 3 in a basic plan, meaning that you're going to have like 13 debit cards that you can dedicate to your subscriptions and use them to pay for those subscriptions. Whenever you make payment with those debit cards, you're going to get 4% of cashback in Revu tokens. You're going to get cashback rewards on the referral program, meaning if you refer Revuto to your friends and your friends make a payment, you get a percentage of their cashback as well. So it's a really nice app to start getting a passive income in the Revu token, especially now when the price of Revu is very cheap, it's very low. This could also bring significant discounts to what you're paying for, because if Revu is now, as it is, very low, and if the price goes like 2x or 4x up, so that those 4% could easily transfer to 10% of a discount or 20% and even more. No fees in general. We are earning on fees within the ecosystem. Revuto Pro is gonna waive off all those fees that Revuto charges for. Still, this doesn't mean that all fees are going to be waived, because there are some fees included which are charged by our third-party service providers. They also need to earn money, and they charge fees for certain financial transactions within the app. Advanced staking options and higher rewards, this is something that's going to go out in a month. We are switching the staking center to custodial setup, which is going to allow us to offer you really awesome staking options. Now we were in a way constrained with a non-custodial wallet, which was built on a Cardano, and we were making some partnerships with the Cardano projects. But in general, in crypto, there is so much more to offer, and we're going to be offering that in Revuto Pro. And affiliate program bonuses, I'm not going to go now into details about that, but we are offering also a really nice opportunity for people to promote Revuto and to use the referral code to bring us new users, and they can start earning not only on cashback, but also money on selling Revuto Pro to those users. There is going to be a dedicated video about that as well, but now let's go to what is important. I'm going to now go to main screen of Revuto. This screen for most of you is going to be empty if you are first-time Revuto users. I'm going to also put some small disclaimer here for those subscriptions which are already exceeded for many days, meaning that I didn't respond to Revuto what I want to do with these subscriptions. Either I want to block them, snooze payment, or approve payments for them. Those information, so you see on the right, here. So for a couple of subscriptions, I already have issued debit cards. That's why those subscriptions, they have like an icon, card icon on the right side. Other subscriptions that here I have in my list, which don't have that icon, actually I didn't issue a card for them. So if I go, for instance, to Spotify, now the profile page of that subscription is going to open, and you see that's why there was like a question mark. So it was exclamation mark, and because I didn't decide what I want to do with this payment. I can snooze the payment. I'm not going to do that. I can block the payment. And here below, I already see details of the card that was issued for Spotify. I'm going to explain the process, how you can actually add the subscription, then get your card, actually add a top-up card, or choose with what you want to pay for that subscription with Revuto app. If I go here to subscription which doesn't have a card or exclamation mark, so I'm going to go here, for instance, Dropbox, and you're going to see that there is no card information here, just information that I can generate virtual debit card, and it's blinking as you see. But for you that are here for the first time, I'm going to actually show you the process of adding the subscription to Revuto. So here is a plus sign. You can go for it, and here is a list of already predefined subscriptions which we have in our database. This is crowdsourced, and I have to say that whenever you're gonna actually add new subscription, Revuto is gonna check it out and then add those subscriptions, new subscriptions to our database. This is something that can help people easily add subscriptions. So if you type, you're gonna get the name. But let's say that you wanna actually add the custom subscription, and we're gonna do that now. So you press here, custom. You add a name, custom, it's a subscription. Let's say it's a 10. We're gonna add euros as a currency. Next billing, we're gonna put tomorrow. Billing cycle monthly. Continue. I'm gonna go out now just to show you. Custom is here. You see it 1 day left because we put that the due date for that custom is here. I can again press on this subscription, edit the information which we already entered. So again, the name, the category, and all other details. I'm gonna go out and ask Revuto to generate a virtual card for that subscription. I already put some payment sources in the Revuto app as a top-up source for the card that Revuto is gonna issue for me. This card is expired, and that's why it's here, the information, but I can put this card. Also, if I go here, I know this is not unlocked. Yes, so I'm gonna choose this card. Save change. And Revuto is generating virtual card. Usually this process takes about one minute. We can now go out and do some other things. So I'm gonna go here, but okay, so virtual card is being created. Let's go out. Oh, there is a card already here. I'm gonna go, you see, and this is the card. If I press here on I, so all the details about this card are going to be revealed. And why is this important? This is important because now what the user needs to do is actually take this number to his service provider, to the account, and add that information as the payment source. Or even if somebody already has some card detail entered in the service, with that service, he can replace that card with the Revuto card. And I'm going to explain why is that really beneficial. Not only because of cashbacks and everything, but also because you can actually add many different cards here with Revuto app as a payment source. So you enter those details here. Paynovate is our acquiring, issuing, and banking provider from Belgium, and you enter the detail here, and your card is going to end up here. But still, you can opt to pay with EDA and with Revu. This is something that we're going to unlock in 2 to 3 weeks, and it's going to be amazing feature because you're going to be adding funds to the card for subscription payments directly from your crypto wallet. Crypto wallet is something now that we are waiting to release. Is gonna allow you to add 15 most popular cryptocurrencies to your Revuto app and use swap feature to swap those currencies into ADA or Revu, so you can add funds to those virtual debit cards for subscription payments. What is also cool to see here is that you have a list of apps that you have connected with specific debit card for payments. If I go to this card, so I can see below which subscriptions are connected and their virtual debit cards, Revuto debit cards with this top-up card. So this section is for the top-up cards, and it is really important. Later, we have a plan to add some other payment solutions as well, but for now, debit and credit cards are available, and soon we're gonna add ADA and Revu, and later on some other payment options as well. So let's go back here to subscriptions. Let's go back to custom, which we made, and already as we put that billing cycle for this subscription is already tomorrow. now the app asks me if I want to approve this payment, because usually what Revuto does is we send you a message about the next payment due date 3 days before the due date, actually. So you have time up to 3 days to decide if you want to approve that payment, block it, or snooze it for the next billing cycle. Snooze a payment is a cool feature. I'm going to explain it later more deeply, but this is something that will allow you to postpone a decision to pay, because some service providers are allowing you to be late with a payment, meaning that you can maybe use the funds that you have on top-up cards to pay something that is needed to be paid immediately. And this is also opening opportunity for modularity of those payments, because if you use single debit or credit cards to pre-authorize them with the different service providers, then all those charges are going to be coming to your account on like first come, first serve basis. With Revuto, as I said, you can postpone or snooze the payment and decide what you want to pay now or what you want to pay couple of days later. What is also cool about the feature, I know I said that I'm not going to speak a lot about it. Cool about that feature is that Revuto is going to again be learning for how long users are snoozing specific subscriptions to later suggest you the amount of days that you want to snooze the payment for, to be sure that you're not going to be suspended if you don't pay during those days. Meaning, if 90% of people are snoozing, let's say, Dropbox up to 30 days, we can be sure after we see that a lot of people are doing the same, we can be sure that we can propose you snooze Dropbox payments up to 30 days without losing the right to access the service. So this is now the subscription card. Still, as I said, you can always go here and select different payment source for this subscription. And in 2 to 3 weeks, you're going to be also able to switch not only between a debit or credit cards, but also between crypto, ADA, and Revu for the beginning. So yes, of course, you can also delete or remove subscription, which is also delete the card. I have to say that in freemium model, again, you are going to be getting 3 debit cards for free. In Revuto Pro, additional 10. I have to mention that if you delete the card, you're going to get another slot for the same card next month, meaning that you cannot delete and make new cards as much as you want. No, you have 3 cards, new cards per month. Of course, if you're going to be keeping that card for longer, then it's much better to opt for Revuto Pro and to get additional cards. Okay, so I did some payments here. I didn't want to show you now the details of everything. I just want to also explain you how the user interface works in short. You can actually swipe from right to left and put something without going inside to blocked list. So we put this, and now we see 4 subscriptions here are blocked. Snoozed, I don't have any snoozed. Nachi free trials, I don't have a free trials now. And here are the lists that are due. So next, in 6 days, so today is 10th, Adobe Fresco is due, Dropbox is on 19, 11 days. And as I said, 3 days before the due date, Revuto will send you a NIPNet mobile notification, pop-up notification about what's coming. And if you want to actually approve, block, or snooze the payment. If you don't react within those 3 days before the due date, then the system is gonna consider that you don't want to pay that, and it's gonna end up here in the list as the subscription to which you didn't respond and you need to react. For some subscriptions now, I didn't respond for 6 months or half a year, as you have seen here, as you can see here. And this is the basic functionality of Revuto. Again, here is also where cards are is information. It's a minus because I have a card here which is expired it was expired in February 25. I'm going to leave it here because we are using this app as testing polygon for everything that we do. I'm going to wrap it up here now. Again, this is a huge milestone for us, but also it's just a small step forward. Let me pin this. Small step forward to what we plan to do with Revuto. And in the upcoming days, we're going to be slowly marketing the service, not only through our social media accounts, but also via some marketing activities. Revuto, I have to mention that because I saw some questions before everything. Revuto is a fintech product. We didn't build this only for crypto-savvy people. It is otherwise we build this for everybody to help them save money, better manage what they pay for, get cashback, get a nice app with whole overview what they're paying for, how much, when they're paying for. I have to mention also that Revuto is gonna issue an update where we're gonna be using the webhooks for all the payments, and meaning that even if you add manually wrong details about your subscription, for instance, wrong due date, wrong price of the subscription, and when we issue you a virtual debit card and you enter that virtual debit card with your service provider, if we see the difference between those details that you put in and actual details which a service is trying to charge you, we're gonna then put a notification, a pop-up window when we ask you to approve actual details, the right details about that subscription, which also can, in some situations, help you to understand that some service has risen the prices. If the price was like $15 and now suddenly it's $18 and you were not aware about it, Revuto is gonna tell you that there is a new price and that the service is trying to charge you $3 more, and then you're gonna again be asked if you want to approve that and update the information about your subscription. So many great things. Among that, of course, we said that we're going to use this also to attack those gift card markets, because with this app we can allow people to generate the card for somebody else and gift that card to somebody else. Basically give somebody 6 months of Netflix for free, or 4 months of Netflix, 8 months, depending on what they want to do. It's a cool feature, something unique, and I'm going to talk about it when the time comes. But now please go to Apple Store or Google Play Store if you already haven't downloaded the Revuto app. Try it out, send us a feedback, see how it goes. We want to help you. We want to help you to save money before everything. We want to also help you to have privacy when you pay for something, because why would you leave your card where you get funds, or maybe bank issued your card and you don't want to let them know what you're paying for to maybe lower your credit score. We all know how that goes with crypto. If you pay for the crypto services, they might find you that critical because of AML, and then not see you anymore as before, when asking for a loan or something. Also, if you are gonna pay for some other services which they may find inappropriate or whatever, you can always use Revuto debit cards to do so. But as I said, the main feature is to help yourself save money. This is something that you can easily use to pause the payment, because I have to mention that this is built for prepaid services only, meaning there is no contractual obligation. You pay upfront for what you want to use for the next billing cycle. Usually that's for a month. And then let's say, I don't know, if you're paying your Netflix month after month, and you know that next month you're traveling, you're going to be away, you go to vacation, you have a big business trip or whatever, or maybe, I don't know, whatever. As I said, you don't need to pay Netflix for that next month. You can block the payment and then unblock the payment when it suits you. You're gonna add the money to that top-up card. Netflix is gonna say that there is a money, is gonna take the money from that card again and reactivate the service for you, and you're gonna continue where you stopped, basically. And that works for any service that you use. Even if you, as I said, if you block the payment, if they suspend the service to you, they're not gonna delete your account, at least for a couple of months, because they're gonna still trying to charge you if they see there is a money on that card. That's it for now. I'm gonna just address now our crypto folks and people holding Revo. So with this product, we are now kickstarting the core, I would say, our revenue streams, which are also important for Revu tokenomics, because we are going to be using periodically to we are going to be using those profits or part of those profits to buy back Revu tokens, but also with the next app update, where people are going to be able to use to swap their crypto to Revo and ADA, and use Revo and ADA to top up those debit cards, is going to be huge, because most likely people not going to be swapping or holding exact amount of Revo tokens which they plan to use. They're going to be, maybe, I don't know, they're going to swap for $12 and then top up for $10, and $2 is going to still stay on their account, meaning that more people are going to be buying Revo to be able to pay for their subscriptions with crypto, and that's how the Revo token price should go up. This is a long-term project, as I said. Many additional things regarding the tokenomics are gonna be set in place. I'm gonna explain them in dedicated video, because I feel that most people still don't understand everything what we are trying to achieve here, and especially with our token. So there is a huge reason why we put the token into the place, into this, to have a purpose within our ecosystem. And I understand now that I need to be more clear about all those mechanisms which are gonna put buying pressure on Revu token, and make people buy Revu tokens. As I said, it's important thing to explain that, and all those things are now coming out. This is just the first step, because without those debit cards, we couldn't do much, to be honest. There was a staking center. Even now, when we have a debit cards, the next feature, stake to subscribe, is gonna come to a new staking center, also allowing people to actually buy Revu, stake certain amount of Revu tokens for a certain period of time, and then use staking rewards to cover those monthly, I would say, rather small expenses. On average, those are $10 to $15. Of course, some may have bigger subscriptions, but also using the staking rewards could be really beneficial to people that want to save money. Why to pay for something then when you can get those, earn those rewards and use them to cover those expenses. Of course, there are going to be, again, ways how to access those products, and in all those products, Revu token is gonna play a significant role. For now, that it's all. I hope that you will understand everything what I said today. I apologize for my explaining. I have to say that yesterday I moved to Adriatic Coast, to my new home. My family has a house in Dalmatia on Adriatic Coast. My family is actually from here, although we spend most of our days in Zagreb, in capital of Croatia. Now, for the next month or so, I'm gonna be here with my family, with my kids. Not maybe the best environment to work and to record the videos, but it doesn't matter. I think that it's important that I send a message, and hopefully you're gonna understand it, and then let me know if yes or no. Ask questions, and we're gonna go for that from there. And also, as I said, why not to invite other team members next time to explain some other things, because there are something less than 20 people working on Revuto at the moment. It's a big team, although most of those team members now are developers, but they are very, very good with what they're doing, and why not ask them to explain some things as well. Yeah, thank you very much for that, and yeah, let's keep on building and rolling this. Thank you, bye.
If you like Revuto and think our videos are cool and informative, please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and never miss out on any of our new videos. Thank you.